Hi, I'm Dylan and welcome to vocalcoachingonline.com. Today I'm going to answer a question that I get quite a few times in my lessons, especially from my younger students, and that is, why does my voice break and what can I do to get rid of it? Okay, so the voice, why does it break? Why does it break when you move from a boy to a man or from a girl into a woman? It's basically that change physically, your voice box grows. For guys or from boys going into a stage of becoming a man, it can grow up to 40%. That's a huge change in the voice box. And if you think about it, those muscles now, you've got to learn this totally new coordination. It's going to take a bit of time, okay? The same thing happens for girls when they change into women, but the change isn't quite so noticeable. But it is still, it manifests itself in kind of like a breathy tone. And it's around the F to F sharp, G above the middle C for both voices. Okay, and what the girls tend to do in this point is they'll try and push to get through that kind of airy connection. And what they end up getting is something called pushed breathy tone, yeah, which is no good for belting, and it's just that you're not going to build a voice on it. Okay, so what do we get with this voice, this break? Well, we get this sound. There's the break. Okay, so how can we get rid of it? One of the ways is to lose the weight off of the chest voice. So we get this. Now it might sound breathy, but it's not. It's light and airy. Okay, so it feels light and fluffy. My vocal folds feel like they're very lightly connected. The difference between that and the breathy sound is that breathy is when you actually force with too much air support, breath support, and the vocal folds are pushed open. You get this sound. Hear that? The other sign of that is obviously that you run out of air very, very quickly. With the sound, you can hear how I'm not running out of air, and it does sound slightly different. It doesn't sound pushed. It sounds airy and light, as I said. Okay, so that is one of the ways that you can blend over that break and get rid of it. Really, I suppose the biggest part is understanding what you've got to do with it. Okay, so there's lots of exercises. Lip trill is great for it, but the best way to blend out the break in the voice is to start from the top down. Of course, remember when I say that, I don't mean start from the top with tension. I mean start from the top with an open, relaxed voice. Yeah. So an analogy that sometimes helps for this is if you think of your voice as scales. Chest voice. The chest voice is too weighty and heavy. Look at that. They're just not going to blend. When you lighten the voice, here we go, connection from chest to head or falsetto. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do. Another way of looking at it is a pyramid. Okay, my squinty pyramid, because I'm looking at the camera and not at what I'm doing. Okay, so looking at the pyramid, here's the head voice, here's the chest voice. Dark, heavy, weighty. Ooh, sounds like that. Head voice. Sort of tweeny little thin sound at the top here. Okay, we can blend that, make all sorts of wonderful tones, but those are more in their purest form. Okay, so there we go. There's the voice. If we start down here with the chest voice, we're going see, it's rigid, it's static. You get it? If we allow the voice to be dynamic, we get so we're constantly shedding weight off the voice, trying to aim for this end goal here. Okay? And then vice versa. So that's constantly what you're doing with your voice. constantly shedding weight as you go up and constantly just gently adding that weight back as you go down. That's how you'll blend out the voice. So, in answer to the question, you now know why the voice breaks and you now know how to get rid of it. Okay, I suppose one other thing, just quickly on the voice, why it breaks, is, like I said to you, it's that muscle coordination, but it's actually the vocal folds themselves letting go as they go up into that head voice area. Okay, so if we can go and keep the vocal folds connected, and if you can focus in here, that popping sound is my vocal folds, focus your mind there, and if your voice breaks, you should feel a release as you go up into the head voice area. So it sounds like this when it releases. And you feel it clink back in as it goes into chest voice. What you want to do is keep that pinch, not over tighten, so we don't get a forced connection at the top, but balanced. Sounds like this. Yeah? Connected. Good to go. Sounds like one voice. Hope that answered the question. This is Dylan for vocalcoachingonline.com saying bye.